Welcome back to Functional Habitat, a place where I inspire you for self-discovery and self-mastery. Have you ever sat down and actually thought about why change is so difficult? Here is my explanation why that is. I'm going to start off with my own story with change. When I was a little boy, I had dreams from becoming an artist, a basketball player, and a bodybuilder. Yet those dreams were crushed by teachers, by family, and friends. Deep down, I still had a deep passion for it, but they were buried into the darkness voluntarily. Yeah, I said voluntarily. Because I chose to listen to those teachers and friends and parents. I chose to become a victim of my own story. My dad never asked for much, but when he did, I didn't do it. So how could I have learned the power of responsibility and structure when I didn't listen? Instead, I was hypnotized by TV and video games. And matter of fact, it actually took me 8 years to break free from that addiction from video games to actually change. How could I known that I had a problem without the awareness of it? I was living in a sailboat in the middle of the ocean with no compass, no direction, until I met my first mentor. And he gave me this advice, the best advice for change. And I will share that to you right now. And he said, what is your number one love? What is it that you love most in your challenges that you are willing to change for? I invite you to unbury those dreams, to flash the light into your own darkness and initiate the change now. Because if you don't change now, it becomes harder each day, every week, every month, based on the law of facilitation theory. Which means when an impulse passes through a set of neurons repeatedly, it will take the same path on a future occasion. Each time this happens, the resistance in that path becomes smaller. And here's an example of this. When you perform an exercise with poor form, you are essentially energizing that pathway on every repetition. So whenever you go back to the same exercise the following week, it is easier for your body to perform that deficient motor pattern. This is the reason why it is hard to change. It takes energy and conscious effort, and you must be willing and yearning for it. For example, if I ask you from scale 1 to 10, how willingly are you to change one specific thing in your life? Just one specific thing, and you give me a 6, that just tells me that that specific thing that we're looking at is still benefiting you some way or another. And that brings me to the last part of this presentation. What is it that you love most that you are willing to change for? What is that small thing you can do to start changing? And when I say small, I'm literally saying one small specific thing. Is because it takes a huge amount of energy to rewire the nervous system and reroute the energy out of those pathways of facilitation. So you must love what you do for permanent change. Thank you.